Welcome to the Guild Wars 2 North American Tournament of Legends. It's Sunday, it's 11:15 a.m. in the morning. Let's get excited for some PvP action, baby. Many teams will be fighting today for many prizes. Legendary weapons are on the line, as well as other things like Black Lion claim tickets, Champions Rest Pass titles, clovers, stuff to make legendary weapons, and a mini llama choice box. So many things are available. Second place gets a precursor, third place gets a mastery or fortune, fifth to eighth gets magic or might. These are gifts. Finisher box and participation is a mini llama choice box. No gold, just legendaries. Let's go. Hello. Okay, so these matches are going to be a little bit interesting today. Tournament is going to start off very quiet, quite slow, and then it's going to ramp up towards the end as we have players from all walks of life playing. So we may, if games are one-sided, dip into different matches. That's interesting. I thought that was going to be blackjack there. The first game we are going to look at in this first round of the Swiss tournament for Guild Wars 2 PvP Tournament of Legends. And if you're here for the first time, welcome. If you're not, obviously welcome as well. Soon. Legacy of the Faux Fire old school map off launch of the game was an awesome map. A bit snowbally because of its very straight lines, is what I'm going to say. Necromancer Scourge is going to be here, going to be wanting the main supports for the team, as well as the bunker support Guardian. Then we have, the Elementalist. The Elementalist that will be a Weaver with Arcane and Fire, looking at their amulet as well. Healing power with condition damage. So it's going to be a side node most specifically. And we've got one of the main damage dealers, Carrion Amulets with the Dragon Hunter, and then Revenant as well. That is going to be Berserker Shortbow with the staff for the defense, Renegade, Retribution, and Invocation. If the game is too loud, let me know. But yes, you will likely see a lot of Scourges today and a lot of Necromancers, and will be probably that kind of day. Legacy of the Faux Fire, main fight, mid fight kind of gets going, and normally a lot of early games in these tournaments are actually kind of won and lost off this main mid fight. But at the moment, Lyn, very low HP, does get to drop down below the bridge. Is the Scourge gonna get up? Yes, a lovely res from below the, oh no, not got it yet. Still lots of cleave coming out. Blue team needs to get back up top. Hype. Gonna get the res. There goes the Guardian level 3. Loads of poison, loads of cleave. Here comes the shield and the res, and they're back up. So many cooldowns used. DH back downstairs, trying to get their focus damage onto exceptional quality. Gets him. They're gonna go down there as well. Double down, stay for a red, and it is gonna be a res from the Scourge. The power of the Scourge res is real, but still can't get it out. So much poison, so much cleave, and one is res up here, completely fine and decisive as well. Needs to back up over towards mid, getting that heal off. They have lost one of their players, going over towards mid now. They are 4v5. Lots of cleave coming out from the blue team. Good job from them. Still very even in this match. 2.5 minutes almost gone, and the score not even hit 100 for one team. Red team losing players though in decisive goal. The Scourge going into downstate. No res, unfortunately, going to come out very Ooh, did try. The attempt was there. Guardian can't get it out though. Obviously Signet as well. Not available. No virtues. They're down and out. Red team need to disperse from this node to make sure they do survive. Whew. That was good. I needed that. That was a good start to the game. It's a good start to the day.
Like that,
There's some excited hypeness going. We gotta love it. There is a delay of 20 seconds. So teams can't watch the stream. Oh, look at the thief there. Taking out the Rev. Guardian still wanting to come back. Good job of keeping him out of the game. And red team making big mistakes right now. Moving towards mid. Not even as a team. Just moving in one by one. And they're making a big error. Could be regrouping here really easily. On their close point. 2 maybe gang up on the NG, but now they're going to lose the only capture point they have. The opportunity to regroup has been missed, unfortunately. Having a look at the blue team setup. Protection Hollowsmith. So when you're granting protection to themselves and allies, they are getting Condi removal. It is pretty ridiculous how sustained this build is. Don't forget, vulnerability is a condition. So is chill, and so are the other things. So you're getting tons of defensibility. Protection is good as well in this, but it doesn't matter. Revenant is a good rune on that as well. Blue team are losing people all over the shop though at the moment, as I miss a lot of what is going on there. Red team, as I said, good opportunity to regroup on the close point, and they do it. I did miss the mid fight there, so I did miss a big switch of the game, although to be fair I was on their close point. It does look like red team as well now snowballing the game back into their favor. Here we go. Revenant needs to be very careful here. Needs to get back to his team as well. Jesus Christ, this thief is absolutely ridiculous. Hell. All over the Revenant there. Needs to be careful he doesn't get caught out here. Revenant needs to maybe think about jumping on that thief when he gets back into this fight. The Necro getting absolutely wrecked in mid. No rest for them, don't think so. They don't have the support really as much as this red team do. And it's surprising they were able to get what they did before, but they do have a lot of sustain, this red team, rather than opting for full damage. And really, red team need to think about going for a 2-cap strat right now, because this is the benefit of their team. They don't have a thief. Blue team thief wants to have the red team going for that free cap strat, so they can have the movement around the map. Red team, if they stick to close mid, they will likely win this game, especially with a double bunker and with the Weaver. They can do that. And when blue overcommit, they can maybe get a decap. But otherwise, they can silently come back into this game in a very chill Guild Wars 2. Very low in very different areas. The Revenant 1v1ing here. Minion Mace does potentially go down, as I'm not sure why they're prioritizing the cap at the moment over trying to get this down state finished. Because if he gets it... No, there we go, the rally. Good job by the thief. Revenant needs out. Thief chasing though. There goes the mini bubble. Blue team wiped out at mid. Thief was doing work. Work. Over on that close point. Like I said, they don't need to go for the triple. They just need to chill. And if you're new to Guild Wars 2, or if you are even a vet, the 2-cap strat still works. If you're versus a thief comp and you're not sure what to do, and you don't have a thief yourself, the 2-cap strat is pretty easy one to follow. And they've got the bunkers. They've got the support. They've got the 1v1ers. They've got the Weaver, and they've got the Engineer as well. Necro trying to put a ton of damage down on this point. Blue team can't fight. The team fights for as long as the red team. They have a lot of damage. But they've got to get those focus targets down pretty quick, and that Lich unfortunately didn't pay off too well. As you can see, the red team are currently still only about half HP. And as they get that Condi remove off from the Scourge and the Guardian, All the conditions that came out onto the team have completely dissipated. And with a minion Mancer as one of the team members here, the condition damage, it's not a lot, but red team are being pushed out here by the blue team, who have been able to force them down and out of the point. Absolutely amazing, really. Especially if they have so much sustain, but maybe not enough damage to hold it down. Oh my good lord, this game is actually bouncing from one team to the other, and blue team could push over to a free cap here as well. Absolutely amazing. Didn't expect red team to lose that mid fight whatsoever, but the damage is coming out from this thief. Feels like he's almost a tank. Maybe the minion Mancer being as tanky as he is helps that support. Obviously the Holosmith here as well, running Slick Shoes. What an absolute hero. Slick Shoes Holosmith tools and explosives with Eagle Rune, Berserker Amulet, and obviously the sword and shield. Ooh, I'm liking this build. Very squishy. Nice barrier coming out from the Scourge there as the Holosmith tries to get away. Good job getting that charge through the healing field. Give himself a little bit of a splash. Good support from the Necro as well. This is a really interesting first game today. I think I've ever seen a game in the first round this good. And now it's all about choices. Will the red team think about going Lord? If they can get a couple of kills here, it could look pretty good. The Holosmith in a very, very dangerous position. Thing is, if his health's low, it's almost, he's hardly got any health anyway, in all honesty. It's okay. Oh, look, the Scourge might go down here. There goes major amount of barrier. Red team are broken apart here, as well as Minion Face going down. Perfect. Suella does go down as well. YOLO Solo Dolo Ho is the legend, the myth. There goes the Scourge res. Will he get it? Here comes the Guardian as well with the extra damage. The DH does the work there. Decap needs to happen. Over on that waterfall point. They need it. They need it now. They're not going though. No one from this red team is going for this decap. And instead, they leave their teammate mid to go down. They need someone over on this waterfall point. Still no one from the red team has gone over there. Absolutely no one. After winning this fight and getting 2 to 3 kills, they allow the blue team to completely bunker back up onto waterfall and completely, unfortunately, throw the game at the end. This is very unfortunate. Unless they wipe them off this point, their movement has been too slow. With such a good fight in the middle, they go over towards waterfall way too late. If they'd got the decap, the win was in their grasp. Unfortunately, they throw kills and bodies onto the point to make them even win quicker, and this was a very big mistake by the red team. Unfortunate, but GG to blue. You could see that coming from a mile away, everyone. A mile away. Red team, big mistake at the end as they did so well to come back. Blue team just poking mid enough. That thief was absolutely ridiculous. And what a first game in the Tournament of Legends for NA. Oh, if it's gonna be like that for the rest of the day, I'm in. I am absolutely in. Amazing. This is what I'm talking about the other games. This is actually Blackjack and the rest of the EU peeps. I think, I'm not too sure if it's these peeps. We'll have to see, but whatever composition they're rolling right now, it's going to be double Scourge. I think this is them. No NA. I don't know what. No name account, sorry. No NA account. Endorphin there. No, loads of people here. These double Scourge, very cheesy comps we're seeing. And not even seeing a Bunker Guardian, but this is probably arguably, as long as this is Blackjack, probably the best Bunker Guardian in the entire game. I would say one of them at the very least, and that is a World Tournament Series finisher there as well. So that is a old school player at the very, very least. So that's going to be interesting to see who is playing on the rest of that team, and they get a very comfortable win. They should get comfortable wins leading through this tournament as they head towards like quarterfinals, semifinals, get into the bracket phase. And some of these games are going to be quite one-sided. Next round hopefully will start soon, so we'll wait for teams to kind of finish up their games. Can't get into anything right now. But did you enjoy that first game, everyone? That was pretty good. That was pretty damn good. Enjoyed myself very much there. Everyone just oversold it a little bit. But still, it was fun. And that's the point. Just realized that I've actually not turned my heating on whatsoever today. So that's good. Fan, sorry, not heating. Bloody summer. Bloody summer, mate. Alright. Fantastic first game. Let's have a look. Live matches. Waiting on something to start. Turn my fan on, everyone. Yeah, no heating in July. Okay, so don't forget it is Swiss as well, so more teams get to play more games. So it's going to be a long tournament today. There is only 32 teams as far as I can see. No, wait, there's more, much more. Jesus, that is a lot. We can fit on one thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 26-ish. That is 40 plus teams. That could be 50 teams, actually. That is a lot of teams. Holy crap. I wonder how many teams the EU has. Wow. That is a lot. We got lucky with that game. Blimey. This could be a long tournament. Good lord. Okay, here we go. Again, this may be a bit of a switching around, trying to grab games, having a look where we are in the tournament. How did we manage to get this team? How did we manage to get on this specific one? This is the guys I just watched. All right, let's just remember what team name they are, because that will help. Beggars Bindle, there you go. Also, you could watch one team and follow them. I mean, that's something we could do, but that might be a bit boring for everyone in the chat. It is the same map, of course. Don't forget. Just have a look at some of these teams as well. As you can see, missing, again, we saw in the last game, not necessarily the Bunker Guardian team will win, but a little bit of a mistake from the red team in the previous game obviously meant that they did lose out, unfortunately, in the end, just because of slow rotations, and that is normally what happens in a lot of these games, to be fair. Getting involved heavily in those fights. This is not going to be a pretension Holosmith whatsoever. This is going to be more of your first of entrance, of course. Ooh. With the dodge and the blinds. No, he's not going for that tray, actually. Going for the extra damage. Okay, so Berserker Amulet with Rune of Divinity, which is more about getting some more HP as well as a lot of stats for the Engineer. Then we do have, of course, the support Scourge going for Rune of the Doliac. Somewhat witchy, Gonna be going with Spellbreaker Warrior as well, with Strength and Discipline. Going for that 1v1 node fighter build. Berserker with Rune of the Fighter. Thief going to be roaming +1ing, which is exactly what they're doing right now. Guardian absolutely getting destroyed over on the midpoint as blue team are annihilating them on this node, and they need to disengage, getting 2 kills early out there. And I think with this reasoning being that the good lord, and that's a little bit embarrassing as the engineer does pretty much almost 1v2 there. We did see obviously the DH coming in with the long range damage, getting probably a good solid 7 or 8k true shot off as well. Wouldn't have been very nice, unfortunately. Red team making a bit of an error, going for the 2v1 early in this game. And red team members now respawning and randomly dying in their spawn point. I'm not sure how that happened. A little bit of an error there. A little bit of a bug, it's okay. Red team need to think about going for that free cap, I agree. But they need to also make sure they're not going to be 2v1ing for too long. And Mesmer here, Mirage. Just trying to get that cheeky decap. Doesn't get it in the end, unfortunately. Here running with the Inspiration Dueling Mirage Alliance. Going for Assassin's Amulet. Lots of power. All the power. Great sword focus. Nice pulls as well. You will see them are running around a lot. Very much acting as if they're kind of the thief. Here comes the damage out onto the Scourge. Good job from Lex. Good focus. Does just pull over to the other side using Blink, of course. And the double kill almost coming out for this blue team. Nice line of warding as well from the Guardian, but it's not going to do much. He might interrupt them for a moment, but there's nothing coming out from the red team damage-wise. Warrior on the other side of the map trying to keep him in this game, but otherwise they are just being absolutely taken apart in all his fights. Very unfortunate for this red team. Feels like it will be pretty one-sided. So I am going to have a quick look at the rest of the games over in the rest of the tournament. This one looks like it could be potentially a lot closer. Guardian mid versus the Scourge. Just trying to keep it contested out of anything. And of course, what do we see? Triple Scourge. Triple Scourge. That's why this game is close. Red team going for a triple. No, sorry. Correction. Quadruple Scourge. You wanted it to happen.
Red team wins.
No, you didn't. Are they all playing the same thing? Wow, these tournaments should not allow this. This is very awful. Very awful. And unfortunately, the balance issues in Guild Wars 2 being shown off to their fullest right now. As you can see, currently 4 Scourges on 1 team, and I want to be sad. But at the same time, I feel like I want to stay in this game to make sure that blue win. Like, I feel like this needs to happen. They don't produce many boons. There's hardly any boons coming out from these guys. There's, you know, some Fury, there's some regen, there's some other bits and bobs. These are actually players that you may know as well. I'm not going to tell you who it is. But oh god. Really? We got to get some come on blue team right now in the chat for sure. Good lord. The quad Scourge awfulness. And in all honesty, blue team could even res here. Oh no, he can't because it's a Revenant. Red team could actually just hold this main node to get the bell caps and come back into the game, of course. Good job. Nice rock. Awesome work from Tramadex there. Obviously, Tramadex, very old school player. Nice interrupt. Good res. Obviously, there are foil scourges. But there is some really awesome players in here as well versus each other. I think this is MVMB. I'm not too sure. Oh, no, it's not. I don't think so. No, the Jones boys, Cockroach, Karina, Incarnate. No, those guys, a lot of those names, they all ring a bell. No, I don't think there is anything capped at all, Snedge. I don't think so. Red team, immediate comeback because they can tank on that node and just dump people onto it. And in all honesty, will it maybe have to be I doubt a 4 Scourge team is going to win this tournament. It doesn't feel like that's going to be something that can happen. If you look at the amount of sheer boons that come out for the Scourges, of course, it's hardly anything really, mainly defensive. A little bit of might, fury as well, swiftness at times, but it's mostly not massive amount of usefulness. And in team fights, they can't have a big team fight. They need to disperse across the map. Thing is that because they can bunker down so well, that gives the opportunity for the thief to actually just run about and get those decaps. As long as red team can hold on to these nodes, which they don't in the end, they lose that cap. They need to just bail out. The thief is now going to +1 elsewhere, or just try and get maybe a cheeky 1v1 with the thief over here. We see Madge. Oh, almost caught there. So the Scourge could go down, downstate. Here comes the thief, trying to save. Blinds. Get a little bit of a bubble up there. Needs to get a bit of a heal going themselves. They do. They've got Venom as well out if they need it. Should be fine. We'll push this thief away. A fantastic job from the engineer. Right there. Not the engineer, sorry. From the Revenant. I don't know why I thought I saw a spin. Thought I saw a Holosmith spin there, my bad. Oh, legend! I love that great sword. That is the chain sword of awesome from the Halloween event. I can't word today at all. Mystic Passion is downstayed, unfortunately. So Atavistic is down.
Red team wins.
Blue team with the double cap. It's Sunday. What do you want me to do? See, is the one with the central res signet here. Core Guardian. Sword shield, staff, sword used to get around the map as much as possible. The warrior has pushed this node for the blue team, leaving Chaotic over here to 1v1. Sunny and the Revenant over here on this midpoint, maybe trying to get a cheeky kill on this Scourge. They may 1v1, but the bell is up and they need to make sure they pressurize this because it is gonna give them a ton of points. See how we're going. I don't know if he's gonna get the fit. Ah, good lord, wrong eye. What are you doing? No, he's not even gonna get on. Oh no. Oh no, it doesn't give him a lot of points. It was only 51. Okay, that's good. That's not too bad. Cheering for Blow right now. I'm not normally one-sided in terms of my favoritism, but I am not keen on seeing a 4 Scourge team doing well in this tournament, in all honesty. Oh no. What is happening to the Guardian? He's mid solo. No one is with him at all. And instead, they will definitely need him in the team fight. Although to be fair, there's so many supports in this game right now. It doesn't feel like it's completely necessary to even have the Guardian be a Guardian support in this. Feels like he needs to go to the shop and just get himself a ton of new skills. Blue team need to rethink this here and how they're going into this game and what they're thinking about trying to do with the next bell. I do have the advantage on the map right now, but obviously respawning a little bit ahead of Hard Vibes, who's just coming back in themselves. need to get this decap. Bell won't be the one which pushes in the win here. And red team probably going to win this game based on the fact that they can bunker down on this 2 cap and absolutely survive for another 70 points. As you saw it when we entered the game, we were already a few minutes in and it was 70 to 80, something like that. And they just had a couple of caps, and blue team need some solid kills here. The thief needs to leave that point as well. He is paranoid as anything, and if he doesn't get out, all right, it's done. It's too late. Thief shouldn't be there. No, the thief leaves just as the Scourge is coming over. I think he's maybe trying to bait him out. Warrior saying maybe I can 1v2, doing a fantastic job over here, but knows that I feel like the game is over, especially going into downstate there, knows it's done. And unfortunately, this
Be ready to give the signal and return fire
comp
once the cannons are loaded.
is gonna win. And I feel like versus a team maybe a little bit higher level in the game, and not saying that they're not great players, they are very good, but versus a top tier team, you're not gonna see them lose against that 4 Scourge comp. But it was very difficult and an easy, well, not easy win for the Scourge. The Scourge, I'm gonna call him the Scourge. I mean, it's a composition. It's a composition of players in the team. It's definitely a composition. Technically. Oh dear. Yeah, not great. Not great. It's a very good example of what needs to occur with balance. Unfortunately not being addressed before the tournament, which would have been fantastic, but it is the way it is, and teams are taking advantage of it because you should be. Why wouldn't you? It's for a legendary weapon. You're trying to get up there. You got to do it. I mean, you'd do it though. And most of us would do it. I mean, I wouldn't probably actually. Maybe for a meme fun game. Red team, actually, we could have just jumped into a game which looks like it may at the last second. Ooh, so close to the res there. Jay Summer didn't get that signet off. Oh, it's gonna be downstairs. What are you doing? What are you doing? Res him. Good lord, he almost got him down. Blue team need to pull it out. Look what they're doing. What are they doing right now? They need to be pushing that node. What in the... Why are 4 players versus 2 red team members in downstate? Blue team, come on. And they leave their member absolutely down and out, allowing red team to respawn fully and bunker down on this point when they don't want them to do that. It's almost exactly like watching the first game. Teams having real big issues with rotations and moving out into the map, trying to take advantage of the fact that they've got the kills and unfortunately don't. And blue team making a very big mistake by now piling 3 people onto this node. It is 3v3 now, but Ecto is downstated and they start to lose it. Absolutely massive mistakes, and instead of getting away, the blue team Necro is just gonna come out of Lich and likely die. But the thing is, what he's doing right now is he's giving his team a chance to survive and come back into the game. But you are a Necro, my friend. You ain't getting anywhere. You ain't getting away. Mesmer trying to get that res, maybe going for the feedback res. Unfortunately not. Just delaying as much as possible. Big mistakes from blue. Real big thing they need to do now, get this capture point. Unfortunately, they do have that node, which means they are going to get points ticking, and that will likely be GG for the red team. Again, you see another game out of the 3 or 4 games that we have casted today. 2 teams, unfortunately, very slow on their rotations in terms of taking advantage of the kills they're getting on the map and pushing that 3rd node to get a decap. And that's all really they needed to do. And unfortunately, a little bit haphazard with their rezzing and downstating of enemies. And maybe you could also give that to the red team, just in how they are handling that as well. Good job, peoples. Good job. Indeed, the England final is on today, people. It is. It's on right now, actually. Isn't it on in 10 minutes? Or not? All right, here we go. Next round is about to start. My favorite. Hey, Nick, what's up? Download Guildhall 2. That works. That works. Likely we will skip this game because it's going to be one-sided, but this is one of the other main teams that are going to be in this tournament. Is that Zombify? Is that the Zombify? What? Oh, we're having a catch up.
The match starts.
OG Necro right here. OG Necro is Zombify. Sorry, I'm talking to Zombify is a good man indeed. He was one of the first people I ever shoutcasted in a live scenario back in Gamescom 2014. I'm gonna say when I shoutcasted at the Twitch booth
Red team got a capture point.
in a very weird shirt tie combo. It was odd. That's all I'm gonna say. It is gonna be very. It will be an interesting game. This. I'm not sure who these guys are specifically. I recognize a couple of names. I think. Fair play. They're actually playing a proper composition, but this is gonna be one of the other teams that are gonna be doing well in this tournament. So, give you a little bit of history. Urantium has played Ranger since forever, and he was in the old school WTS, the World Tournament Series, as well as Pro League back in the day. I'm not sure who this is. I can't remember who the thief is. I've got a feeling Stud God X Da Vinci. I know who that is. I'm pretty sure they've been around quite a while. I'm not sure if they're in Pro League or anything though. Countless has been around for a long time. And he's playing a side-noting Mirage, obviously. And then Zombify is actually playing not full Condi. He's going for the supportive Scourge build here as well. And they do wipe out blue team at mid. And they'll get the free cap. I'm not going to stay here, in all honesty, because it's going to be a very one-sided game. So I'm going to dip into matches where I'm kind of seeing a little bit more closeness. Here we go, there's one. Okay, so we have a Reaper here. We have Scourge. We have Core Guardian, it looks like. We do indeed. We also have a Mirage and a... Ooh, another Reaper. Double Reaper team. Okay. Triple Necro. Alice playing Scourge as well. Liquid Tech over on the... That is the proper protection. That is the proper full protection right there. There you go. Going for Rune of Revenant. Getting the resistance. Loads of condition removal and condition resistance. Red team do get the boss kill there as well. Red team in pretty much full control of this game at the moment, although they are potentially going to be 2v1ing. No. They move out over on towards the other side of the map. Blue team do have a Core Guardian. They also have the Protection Holosmith. The Scourge Ranger as well. Where does he run it? Okay, Marksmanship, Beast Mastery, Wilderness Survival. More tanky side noder, of course. I've seen them in this 1v1/1v2 situation. Getting the game not very close. It looks like at the moment the red team starting to pull away quite significantly. Pistol Mesmer doing a great job versus the Ranger. The Ranger is coming back into this. Nice stun. Good job by the pet as well. Nice job from the Ranger winning their 1v1. Literally keeping them in this game. They're doing their job right now. Getting that full cap. And now blue team need to come out. The Guardian came over. Didn't really need to, unfortunately, in the end. Because the Ranger, I thought it was actually going to lose that fight, but came back really nicely with a great daze. Now the Ranger needs to be very careful. Actually pushes the Mesmer, who is respawning here, and the Necro as they come along. Ranger really could go over to mid and try and 1v1 this Necro. Either that or regroup with the rest of his team. It looks like he wants us to try and keep this 1v2 alive, just to see if they can maybe win this fight over on the other side of the map. But even outnumbered, it looks like red is still able to control a little bit of this cap in this area. And to be fair, it doesn't feel like blue are going to be able to come back into this game at all. And I am going to probably switch around again. Again, early stages of this tournament, not the greatest, because obviously, you know, anyone is starting at the beginning of these tournaments. People jumping in, shooting their shot, as they say. And that's obviously a good thing to do. It looks like, unfortunately, someone has DC'd as well in this game. We can get anything else out of this round before we maybe move on. Oh god, maybe not. Unfortunate, but that is the way. That is the way it goes sometimes, and that is okay. As long as people are getting in there, trying out the game mode, having fun, I'm up for this. That's the next round. So it's running pretty smoothly, actually. This was the different game, actually. Scrapper there. What scrapper build are we seeing? I think I'm seeing some we're seeing some damage right here. Vestigial savagery, stun duration increase. It's a very interesting build. Their main damage comes from their hammer and their elixir gun, as well as red team wins a capture point. I mean, he does a lot of damage. He's doing a great job versus the Scourge right now. I'm just like, oh, here comes the Reaper as well. Very interesting build. Not seeing the value of it, but he's able to do a lot of damage as whilst he's got the hammer cooldowns up. Great use of heal. AD is fun and all, but it's not going to work too well in that fight situation because he's not got a heal for a long time and moves out here as well. Red team are looking like they're on the back foot as they do get a little bit of support. Blue Reaper moves back in, knows he can probably move back and get this kill as well onto the Scourge. Needs to be very, very careful. Thief almost gets caught. Little bit of barrier pops up onto him. Nice fit. Here comes the other Necromancer. Druid over on the midpoint as well, trying to make sure they can maybe keep this 1v2. Does dip out. Not looking too close though. Comes the 1v1. Ash on the Revenant. Wants to get the focus on this Scrapper once that, but the barrier is so good. You are going to see him have to dip out at this point quite consistently, and really blue team, all they're doing is keeping consistently neutral until they can get someone back up here to work for some support. And really, in all honesty, blue team will lose this fight if they do not leave. There goes the supply crate. Big mistake. Blue team have to leave. And unfortunately, for some reason, they stay in a fight which was definitely unwinnable and not great for them at all. He really should have gone for the heal there and just let him go as he was running away.
See that? Red team got a
And Scrapper
capture point.
using his noggin here. Definitely knows not to go for the damage while he's got his Revenant heal up, the Herald heal. Good lord. I mean, facet of light, sorry. He's trying to do his best. I should have stayed over and just kept doing what he was doing. He's doing a good job there. Unfortunate for the Revenant, but they were. What you shouldn't do is, even if the point's contested, get out, don't feed. Best thing you can do is that. Survive. If the worst thing, the best, that's the best you're gonna get out of that situation. They're in a 2v2 at mid. They're doing absolutely no damage. The Scourge is just barriering the whole thing. And unfortunately, they throw 2 kills over to their side. That's 10 points. And they lose the cap as well. You don't want to give them even more points. At least if you escape, you can rotate. You can regroup with the rest of your team. And unfortunately, they didn't do that. So a bit of an error there. And they will unfortunately lose this game. As it is right now, no reason to think that red team wouldn't be able to take this now, especially after getting that final kill. Thief just doing some nice Condi damage. Carrying Amulet there as well. Again, different skill levels, different players playing, different teams. Good to see people coming out and enjoying themselves. Just hopefully some things that people can pick up maybe while they're watching the show. Just think about how they're playing and moving around the map and matching up, because there's going to be many things which lose you games. Matching up versus other people. And when I say matching up, because I know we've got loads of people who might be new to Guild Wars 2 PvP as well. If you are new, welcome. I say matching up, I mean going into a fight which you are going to lose. So if you think, for example, I'm an engineer and I'm going versus someone who is very heavy condition damage based, and I'm not playing protection Holosmith, I'm not playing anything that removes conditions very vastly. Really? What? And also England are in the final of the Euro Cup right now. So if I randomly just go off, I'm sorry. I need to put this on the other. I was literally gonna watch this today over, the thingamajig, but I'm gonna leave it on the side. I can't believe this is on the same time as Tournament of Legends. It makes me massively sad, because if we win this, this is actually ridiculous. What a goal! What a free kick to the edge of the box, almost inside box. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, Guild Wars 2. Oh no. This is such an important game from our country as well. This tournament ain't gonna be on by the time the England game's finished, unfortunately. This is the Euro Cup final we have never been in before. It's a huge deal. This is a huge deal as well, though. The Guild Wars 2 Tournament of Legends. 284 points to red team right now. Blue 250. Red team double cap. And they've pushed them onto this home node of theirs, which is obviously their respawn. Red team could easily just move out of here. Elementalist moving over to mid for the blue team. Good idea, to be fair. And unfortunately, the Thief is the one who should have been going over towards the mid node rather than the Elementalist, who also goes down from the Thief as well. Absolutely top job from the Thief, who saw them hopping over towards mid. I wonder how much HP they had. as they were moving over, and blue team absolutely getting decimated over on this over on this side of the map. This is obviously Blackjack, and the red team that I said obviously is going to be one of those top placing teams, if not potentially the winners of the NA Tournament of Legends, using that sword obviously to get to mid as soon as possible. And it looks like actually they had a bit of a rough go versus this team, whoever this team is. So actually all credit to these guys for getting the amount of points they have versus them. I don't know, Basic. I don't know. I'm watching it. It's 5 minutes in. 1-0. I know. It's horrible. It might be coming home. I still don't get the whole football coming home thing is a bit weird still, but we've been talking about it for a while, so you know, hopefully it will. But it's worth watching this game as well for till the end, to be honest, because obviously getting into that next round is going to be we're going to be waiting until probably this game is ended, because I think it's the last one. Really good res from blue team here, trying to push them out of this node. That flipping bow, jeez, good lord, they're destroyed by unicorns. Blackjack going down there. I think I'd get sad and lay down on the ground if I was getting permanently hailed by unicorns screaming in my face. It'd be good for a little bit, and then I'd just give up. Gypsy Kings unfortunately going down on the other side of the map. Both thieves, sorry, the thief not having a fun time. Red team double knockback. Really good job from blue, but I don't know if we're going to see them come back into this. They are doing a really decent job though, but red team still have control of the map with the double cap. They only need to bunker down on close point for them to completely keep this game and win it and head on into the next round in the Swiss tournament, and should be fine, keeping a pretty high seeding. That's what they want to do. They want to keep as high a seeding as they possibly can, so there's no chance of them facing one of the other top level teams, of course. And that will be red team taking the win, heading into the next round. Oh, good lord. I will lose my crap if we win, by the way. If we win today. I'm not, my expectation is that England was going to lose. Like, and I know I should have hope. I'm a 40-year-old man. I've been watching England for a long time. They've been in the Euros like maybe what? And when did it start? I actually don't know what year it started in, technically. Okay, so British and excitable. Let's have a look at the teams here. Indecisive Girl. We watched these guys earlier, so this is going to be the Scourge. Zapdos Zim is going to be playing over on the Support Guardian, going for Sword. Ooh. And also for Shield. What weapon is that? Oh, it's the orchestral stuff. Let's see that. What is this outfit about? Then we have Lynn playing Dragonaut. That's just a random outfit. Yeah. We're on the 20-second delay. Anyone who's casting any of these tournaments should always be on a delay, so teams do not have the advantage to see what is going on. And yes, it does mean that my reactions are slow to chat. But that is, this is an important tournament, and I want to make sure that I'm not contributing to anyone being cheeky. Revenant here, obviously. Renegade. Retribution, Invocation. Going for Berserker Amulet as well. Gypsy. You'll be playing on the Revenant as well. Oh my god, surprise. Me with a Renegade, an Invocation, and a Retribution. Very similar. Grant me daddy. You'll be playing Scourge Support. There we go. Transfusion being the big one there as well. Probably double. Double support Scourge. Go for that super cheese. And then we've got the side noding Ranger as well, who will be going for that sweet 1v1. Illustrious Phantom going down, unfortunately. Mesmer not having a fun time. Zapdos drops so low. Burst. Both in the same area. Both getting cleaved there. Right out. Scourge trying to go for the res. It is possible, but if he doesn't get it the first time, he needs to dip out. Guardian does get that third skill off, obviously in the down state, trying to pop as much healing as they can. Indecisive Girl now needs to just leave. Pops that heal. Does have that Scourge free ability available if they want to get more barrier, but they do, unfortunately, I think they got their second. I think they got their condition damage clear interrupted there as well. Look at the CC and damage coming out from the double Revenant right there. Oof. And that's going to destroy the Scourges. The double Scourge having trouble over on this midpoint. Damn, look at that double legendary right there. Beautiful. That staff looks amazing. Look at this roleplay coming out from Zapdos. The full-on musician. Wants to play a bard. Can't. Gets the orchestral weapon set. Looks like a bard. And is healing like an absolute boss for the red team over on this side node. Does drop quite low. The Revenant damage is real here. Necro dipping over to mid. Grant me daddy now as well. As they keep that single cap. The cheeky Mesmer opting to play very much like a thief here. Is in that role of the Roma / +1ing decapping master. Blue team failed to get that temple capture point, but they do disengage fully. Moving back over towards mid, as well as Sugar going for that side node decap, full cap. Blue team need to be aware. They do have, of course, one member out, but they are applying the pressure onto red team here, even though they are in a 4v5 situation. Now 4v4 as the Ranger on the red team does go for that side node. Seen many Rangers here being the side cappers and node fighters, as well as Spellbreakers and Polysmiths / Scrappers today. Lots of damage coming out. The condition pile up onto the Necromancer there, the Scourge. Signet res. Not gonna come out. Oh, sorry, did come out. It was just a bit of a delay on my screen, my bad. Alter Barrier coming out for the blue team. Double Scourge on their side. Stillness is up. Blue team could get a kill here or two. At least one person can dip out now. Go to Stillness. Red team thinking about it. There we go. You saw the port up from the Mirage, obviously. Getting that blink up. No one from the blue team really has that mobility other than a Revenant. If they get sight on that Stillness, not going to get it. Red team get the double cap. Keep into this game with the Stillness capture point. Obviously does give them the double cap of their one node they have right now. So technically they have a 2 cap versus the 1 for blue now, as they do go neutral here over on the altar. And the Ranger not going to be able to hold on to that. Mesmer does a fantastic job of rotating around the map, getting that Stillness, getting away from blue, and getting the +1 to give them the 1 node on the altar. But the decap as well came out from red team as well. Sorry, blue team as well, to make sure that red weren't getting anything else from that Stillness cap. So both teams are doing very, very well in the close game right now, in all honesty. A really solid game from both teams. Nice rotating. Mesmer's doing a great job. I'm loving seeing that role being played by the Mesmers in this game, or Mesmer in this game. We've seen it previously by others in this tournament earlier today.
Red team wins a capture point.
Damage is good. Who is this? I don't know who this is. Phantom. This team we've seen a few times today. Remember, this Ranger now is 1v2. Now, what they want to do, unless they know they're getting support very quickly, is exactly this. Very good. Holding that point maybe as long as he possibly can, and then opting to go for the support, and then back onto the point. Circles back around. A fantastic job from the Ranger, and now the Guardian. No! Why is the Guardian? What's the Guardian done? No! Oh, the Guardian error. The Ranger actually did well. The Guardian, unfortunately, misjudging that completely, and now needs to be replaced on that point. Unfortunately, it looks like the blue team are actually going to push it for the kill. Now, this is either a good or a bad thing, because they could be killing him to get him out completely. They could have left him versus the Ranger and then pushed the other elsewhere on the map, pushing a team fight and potentially winning that because the support wasn't there. There was options, but he's out. Red team have pushed back over. They could have pushed out into the rest of the map and maybe won some smaller fights, but Red team play this very well. Good job.
But you don't know it yet.
And the Guardian is out and safe.
Tranquility has appeared.
This is a big buff. Don't forget, Tranquility does change all of the catch points over to the favor of your team. Is 1v1 on this. The Ranger maintains their 1v1 stance on this map. The red team over from the altar now over to that buff. Stillness as well. Don't forget, you get the double to both caps of the buffs. Stillness will give you the double cap point on that node. You can, this is the only map where you can get a 6 cap if you get the free captured points as well as the stillness, and that is a massive combat mechanic. That is a massive lead potential, so that's why people fight over it. Sometimes people do the 1v1 fight over the point, over the buff, sorry, and leave it so that no one gets the capture point at all, and they can just play the rest of the game. Stillness was taken by red team, so right now they do have the 2 cap in favor over the 1. So blue team now need to think about that. They also need to think about the fact that they have this stillness, this tranquility buff a little bit more in their favor right now, and the DH does go down as well. Ranger coming back in, but that's a good distraction from the blue team Ranger. He's pushing over to temple, really good. Means that he can't come downstairs either. It's going to be a 3v3 down here for blue. They need to be very careful because they've still got that double cap going on stillness favor, and it was a good idea that blue went there. Red team Ranger did chase to make sure they still had that in their favor though, because that's helping them push further into this game. Still 6 minutes. Red team losing members down here. Blue team still solid, getting the kills. It's not enough though, because they've not got enough to bring down both of the Scourges. Mesmer over in the background. Bunker Guardian here as well. Sorry, Bunker Guardian and Scourge. Not my bad. Talking about Scourges on the blue team. They will lose Tranquility by the looks of things. Blue team focusing 3 players down here is unfortunately not great, but they are moving out now. They needed to not both remain there while the downstate was happening. Again, another fatal error we're seeing from a lot of teams is moving out so slow after they're getting the kills, getting the downstates, knowing that they can win those fights, and they're just wasting precious seconds. Blue team did a great job, but the Mesmer was already upstairs, ready to move into position. So that all they get out of this is a 1 cap and a D cap on all points. Not great for blue team, unfortunately, and part of that is because of their slow movement back into the map. Hopefully we can see them maybe maintain this lead, but they will, nope, sorry, maintain this point income so they can keep the game a little tighter, closer, maybe manage that buff a little bit more, knowing that stillness is back up, of course, 5 minutes and 30 seconds. If we hit the 2 minute and 30 second mark, then we will see another tranquility stillness coming up as well. looking good for the red team, who have a solid 25-point lead, though that is a wipe. Red team can get taken out here. Blue piling on this auto node as the rest are fighting over towards this stillness. Remember, if blue team can get stillness as well with the 1 cap, that will give them a 2-1 cap and they will win them the game. And really nice damage coming out from the Gypsy, who does a fantastic job with that damage. And the res comes out from the zap, from afar as well. Really good job. An awesome shield. But that is going to be blue team probably taking the stillness. Knows that it's not a good idea to keep going with that. Really good job from the Guardian here. He's just trying to line of sight and make sure that he's keeping on the edge of the fight, supporting and just holding steady, not dying, not committing fully. This person is doing a ridiculous job. Jumps in with sword and completely changes everything by failing massively. Good lord, why? He was doing so well. All he needed to do was drop some damage to stop the stillness cap. My god, he completely just went bananas on that. I don't know why. I don't know why. It was very unfortunate. Just fed the 5 points, which wasn't necessary at all. It was just playing that so well. Maybe didn't have the range left, but he's still got that 1 key. And red team throwing bodies in now. And they're also throwing points, because don't forget that it's 5 points every single kill. And the Guardian's still on this midpoint, hoping, praying that the rest of his team elsewhere gets feared off. That's gonna be both blue team. Again, this is a waste. This is a waste of time. They get stillness. There's 2 of them. They've got down states everywhere, although Sugar gets back up. This is a very close game. Red team do have the single point, and blue team, again, another blatant waste of time as 2 people go for the cap of the stillness. If they're communicating well, they know who is down in the map. They know who is on each capture point. Every single member of the red team was on a node there or dead. And now that Tranquility and Stillness is back up. Who's going to be going for the Stillness buff? They have to go for it. But the Rev going for Tranquility. My good lord. Where is red team, blue team going? Don't let him have the cap. You can't do it. No one's going Stillness. No one's even going for Stillness. Not even red. They know, everyone knows where they are now. Blue team with the down state. This is not in their favor whatsoever. Momentum is fully with red. A really close game here. It's gonna go for red team unless we see some kind of decap on the temple or tranquility cap. It doesn't look like it's gonna happen, and that is GG to red, who even get the stillness at the end to add insult to injury. And whew. Good lord. Is that moobs? Is that actual moobs? Crowfall is a very different game to Guild Wars 2. It's a Throne War MMO. I've known about Crowfall for a long time. Crowfall is also massively unbalanced at the moment as well. Remember, it's just launched. But yeah, you can have, like, there are skillful players playing that game. Absolutely. It is a very PvP focused game. It's good. Yeah, I'm playing it at the moment. We're playing it on stream. I'll be playing it later tonight as well. I'm playing a Frostweaver. It's been a bit difficult to kind of grab hold of it. I'm guessing you're playing Templar, right? I've not seen the Hunger Dome thing. Did you win? Was it the tournament you played specifically? Have you got any tips for like builds or anything as well? I mean, no one's crapping on your enjoyment of the game, by the way. It's very awesome. I'm playing it as well. It's a good game. Oh, I've got to find out if it's a good game. If you got any tips, any sites you enjoy, like build sites, or if you've got a build you want to pop in the chat, tell us what you're playing, man. Like, you're welcome to do so. Absolutely. Ah, so you get specific build loadouts in that mode, right? Because it's Right, okay. I haven't played the Hunger Dome stuff. I don't know if you can get stuff in that mode and then bring it into the live game. You probably can, right? I'm guessing. Maybe you can bring gold in. I don't know. Because it's cool. It's a cool concept, actually. Because you're playing as a crow, like, it makes sense. Like, you win things from different places and you take them places. It's pretty good. Cool. How many players is the Hunger Dome thingy? Well, we're playing tonight as well.
The match starts soon.
Oops is a nice guy when he wants to be. You just got to talk to him, so. He just gets angry sometimes. Misunderstood.
Hold on to your points.
Okay.
Seize theirs.
Guild Wars 2. Just be nice to people and respect their opinions, please, Moobs. I'd appreciate that, dude. We all enjoy different things, and that's good. But you'll be surprised that people in this chat, they do have some experience with Growth War as well. Oh, good lord. You know where you are. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so blue team would get absolutely annihilated, and that's all I really need to say. Wow. What is going on with this? Wait, is this guy? No, he's not. He's playing. Wait, what? What is this build? Is he playing support? No. He's going for more pages. He's going for greatsword. He's going for axe. He's playing the Condi. Is he playing this the old build? But just more with very interesting. It feels like a very hybrid point controlling damage build with support, stability, condition removal, healing. I like it. I like it. It's not a bad little build. Let's have a look. Yeah, Mantra of Truth, obviously. The blinding, the weakness, the cripple. Jumping in there, using a lot of control with axe and greatsword, obviously. Obviously the first virtue book as well. I kind of like this. It's an interesting build. Saw something similar for a while ago. This is very one-sided, but who is this? Again, we're still at a point in the tournament where we may see people and teams that we've never seen before, but very interesting compositions coming out. Colosseum. And the game begins here between the team Washed Up and Pig Iron Puddlers. Urantium as well as Zombify and the rest of those players that we were talking about before. Very experienced team right here. You've got two ex-Pro League players. Countless, I think, was playing. I forgot to play a little bit as well. So technically professionally paid esports players. Zombify obviously was in the World Tournament series as well. No. Zombify was in the PAX, the Gamescom tournament. Zombify in... I don't think so. I don't think Zombify played. Maybe he did play in Pro League. I'll have to ask him later. Anyway, doesn't matter. This is the team we saw earlier. Lex as well, not Socks. Is this short? Is this shorts?
Just like that, blue team takes a
I can't remember. I don't think so, right? Or is it?
Red team wins a capture point.
I think that's their account. It's not, is it? What shorts does it count? I can't remember who not socks is. Trying to get the rest there, but really committed. And unfortunately, the committal is going to be the end of them if they're not careful. Red team still doing a really good job at cleave, but they are significantly damaged. Countless and Stud God X going down. Big damage coming out, but that's going to be a double rally, surely. Oh, they're back up. Scourge res is real. And there we go. Good job from Zombifiers to keep them up and in this. Mid-fight, that would have been awful. They'd gone down there. The engineer doing a fantastic job really with the cleave. Shield is out, but there goes the Condi. Downstated, boom out.
Red team wins a capture point.
What a day for sports and esports. Technically. And here we go over on this blue node, controlled currently by Slick Cheeseburger. Obviously, Scourge can 1v2 for a certain amount of time. Oh, well, when I say a certain amount of time, a lot of time. What's everyone doing with these fancy hats today? I'm enjoying the fancy outfits, actually, to be honest. UNTM going for the 1v2. Will have their support out of this fight right now as well. Red team. Zombify downstated. Should get rezzed here. Channel the Dead unfortunately cannot get enough damage to keep him downstated, but Zombify still having problems. He is Scourged though. And some of those shades down. He will have another 8 or so seconds, not even using his heal because he's confident about when to use that. Gotta be careful. 3 seconds to this big barrier. Might not pop that off yet. Doesn't need to. Channel the wrench now as well. So did use that barrier there to just give himself a little bit of a, I was gonna say barrier, but I'll say that. Be careful here. Not channel the wrench, sorry, not socks. Almost overheat there, needs to drop out, jump back in. Loads of damage, can't continue it obviously because of the overheat mechanic on the Holosmith. Oh, there goes the trap. Dragon Hunter. AFK moves. Flipping 8 traps so much.
Blue team grabbed a capture point.
It's a fun game to watch, but it's not close. Really, in all honesty.
Did you see that?
Red team have got full control. Oh no, saying that. Is Lex good? Cover. Nice res. Solid. Solid res there. Obviously channel the... not channel the dead, sorry. That's the Mesmer. Getting the wrong person. Countless with the feedback res. Which line is that? Shadow skill, no. Move conditions. Oh, where's the feedback res? Which line is that on? I can't remember. I cannot remember for the life of me. There we go. It's always the first straight line. I think I clicked over it like many times. But yeah, that revive is pretty strong, in all honesty. Very similar to the other res mechanics you see. Bloodwell from Necro, the knockback on Guardian. Lots of rev mechanics as they do stretch into almost a 200-point lead here. And grab those buffs. Obviously grabbing this buff. As you can see, downing an enemy summons a minion. Ooh. A grab that finishes off their opponent. You can get a res in between that. You have to be bloody quick though. If you get that cleave down and you're looking for a couple of kills and that you've got sustained damage down though, that person will go down.
Did you see that?
Obviously if you get the other buff, which is the shield, which is what the Necro had. Actually, you've got it for 2 players. Wait, what? Oh no, sorry, yeah, that's something else. I was like, what? It's the cheer. Having the shield makes sure if you go down, you get back up. You get an extra life, which is good. So those buffs are actually really, really important. Really important. And you can see right now, this is a fantastic job from blue team. I was focusing so hard on the buffs. They get the triple almost kill. Thief gets the decap, but this is what it's about. Just a sprinkle of damage. Thief doesn't even allow it. No, don't use the heal. Oh, he was resetting. He wanted the stealth though. Thief did a really good job of getting out there with 0 HP almost. And now almost gets the decap, pulls the engineer all the way over to the side node. And now he can regroup with the rest of his team, even possibly getting the... There you go. Look at this. Really good job. Knowing the engineer's back. Goes over to the capture point. Gets the decap. Urantium, unfortunately, is downstayed though. And is playing Ranger. Oh, unlucky. Well timed. Osmith was pretty confident about getting that kill there. So good job from them. Blue team did have the advantage. Downstate though of the engineer. Looking for that res from the Scourge. Not back. They need to get their own CC here. Oh, good pull from the Dragon Hunter. Pulling out the barrier. Red team trying to get some control on this. So low, still so low. Nothing else left for the Scourge. Does have that big barrier left, but not many shades planted. Still there, in all honesty. He's got 6 seconds. No, he can't pull him. Blue team cannot sustain some. When someone goes down, they are down and out pretty much most of the time. They do so well there for a moment. And the Necro is just gonna die here. Unfortunately, just holding it for as long as he possibly can with all the barrier. 1v2, 1v3. Blue team regrouping now. They have one more chance really to come back into the map and do something about this. Hopefully they can do it. Have to wait and see.
Red team has obtained an artifact.
Have a look at Lex, who is very low. Rallies, goes downstate and rallies immediately. Off of Ink, who is the thief on the red team. Looks like they've got some focus now on this midpoint, but looking very low. Lex does go into the downstate. He comes not socks as well. Also, there's pressure from red team in these smaller skirmishes. They did pick 3-3-4, and that is going to be the game for blue. They needed a bunker, a guardian, or something else. They were pushing the free cap strat pretty hard versus the comp with the thief, and I just don't think that worked for them in the end. They should have pushed more for a 2-cap strat, going a little bit simpler maybe, and see how that goes. But I think a lot of the time people do think that you do have to go for this 3-cap strat versus a thief fly, and even at the top highest level, I think sometimes you just go opt for that simpler game maybe, and it might be a little bit easier. But not really tried it too much, unfortunately, and they will lose that. Don't think we're sorting out the quarterfinals yet, though. Okay, so let's go into... Let's go to a bathroom break in a sec, actually, as well. Leave you in a game which is maybe starting right now. Alright, just waiting for the next round to start anyway. Oh no, this is a close game. Here we go. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. How are we doing, everyone? I hope we're doing very, very well today. Looks like a fairly close game going on.
Just like that, blue team takes a capture point.
I was in some deep trouble.
Blue team grabbed the capture point. The Colosseum's artifacts
I'm
are
having
ruined.
some lag
Ours.
issues. No? Are we okay here? Oh, we're good, we're good, we're good. Okay. Whew. I was like, what? What's happening? Okay, we're good now.
Maybe I was the illusion all along.
Red team wins a capture point. The artifacts have reached maximum power.
Ah.
Did you see that? Red
Good
team
lord.
got a capture point.
Very close in the end. Sorry, I'm just trying to sort something out. Looking at England stuff at the moment as well. It's okay. The game wasn't going really anywhere anyway. It's all good. Okay, let's have a look at this. Okay, next round is starting as well, so I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Okay. Cool. England questions. Sweet as. How are we doing, people? Is no one playing in the tournament today? Obi, what's up, mate? Alright, I've got about 40 seconds to go to the bathroom.
The match starts soon.
Okay, we are back. NA. Awesomeness right here. Whew.
Hold on to your points.
Red
Seize
team
theirs.
comp has not changed. Still going with the Scourge, the Bunker Guardian Phantom's Forge. Actually, that may have changed. Hollismith. The Guardian Dragon Hunter and the side noding
Blue team
Ranger here.
grabbed the capture
I'm
point.
loving this red team today. Loving them. They've been a joy to watch. Hopefully we see them more. You never know. Coming out for this blue team though, interesting build. Going for Spellbreaker. Looks like more maybe of a small skirmish build here. Rampage coming out as well. I feel like this is a team that is very much yeah, they kind of getting dominated on this game. In all honesty, I'm not sure about this team. Do I know these guys? Dark Moon, that name's a bell for some reason. Maybe there. I feel like this is gonna be one-sided. Res though. And now, yeah, they need to move out of this. Doing good though, doing good. Move out. They keep it. They like exactly what I said. You know, you gotta make sure you don't take those kills. Don't take those down. Don't give up those 5 points, 5 points, 5 points, and give them the capture points. You know. Unfortunately, the Mesmer did go into a 1v2, and now they're staying here. Nope, the Guardian's moving. Good, good. Now, if I was the Mesmer here, I would get off cap and reset, and then come back into this fight because they entered on a really bad terms. That's going to explode. Focus 5, and they're going to die. No. Nice job with the sword. Just jaunting back there. Blinded as well. Be very careful. Could get the stealth off. Good job. Gets another jaunt. Oh, no. Mesmer does a great job. Oh, unlucky. Almost did a really good job there versus the Guardian. Because Scourge, you could just literally walk around on a capture point and be godlike and not do anything for like a good 20 seconds. Just waiting for your barriers to come up. It's kind of funny. It's very AFK gameplay. It's not their fault, they're just playing the build. Nice grenades coming out from Phantom. Red team full control of this game. Let's dip into something else. See what else there is out there.
Cannon operational. Ready for targeting coordinates.
Oh! And this is a potential comeback game on the hammer. Good lord. Look at that. Free team wipe. Free player wipe on this team here. It looks like we've got Core Guardian right now. Oh, Burn Guard. Oof. Yummy. Love that build. Blue have the decap of all nodes as they do get the Skyhammer under the control. Wiping 3 members of that red team right there. Now, can they sustain the map? It looks like they do well in that big team fight, so maybe they can use that to their advantage here again when we come back onto the even level of this map. Red team now with the singular cap themselves, 60 points ahead. King Felix, very low HP here as well. Downstate of Wizards. Looks like he got that burn out pretty well. We'll see the res of him though. Them, sorry. Assumption. Ooh! Revenant taking a lot of damage. We've seen some really great Mesmers today. Big mistake from the Rev, maybe assuming that the Mesmer wasn't going to follow them back up. Thought they got the Dukes. But the Rev's doing a great job of just evading a lot of this damage. Was going to use that sword free.
Just like that.
Gets the cheeky mechanic off there and kills off that Rev pretty well in the end. Rest of the blue team members surprised that we didn't see them just gather up a little bit more so they can actually benefit from some of that healing and that support. But big mistake from the Rev, and that wouldn't have allowed him to stay on point for too long. Red team still in the lead, keeping it down, holding it down. It's England versus Italy in the Euro 2020 final is 1-0 to England. Come on the boys, as they say. And also football is maybe coming home. Potentially. I am sad that I'm not in the UK right now. I'm not gonna lie. That would be pretty cool.
Ready for targeting coordinates. Skyhammer calibrated to red.
Oh wow, right. That's rude. Is football coming home? In America, football is already home. In America, we play football. It's true. Blue team ganging up here on mid in a situation where they will get the kill. Maybe they get the double and it'll be worth the 3v2. They do keep it in that situation, but here, really, the Revenant should be leaving. And again, we are seeing 3 players not dispersing quickly enough. They're happy they've got the point, but they are behind. Really, you need to be thinking about moving into the map, getting these kills, and snowballing into a win. Too much again. NA players showing some, or just players in general, just showing their inexperience at the higher level of rotations and just moving into the rest of the map and trying to put themselves forward. Like blue team, yeah, sure, got the double cap. Could have had even more of a lead if you'd actually moved out a little bit quicker. They can do this. They can come back, and they are coming back. But I feel like at times, man, you just want to see it a little bit more finesse. Look at the mower coming out there as well. Blimey, whew, that was nice. A mower, lovely, beautiful mower. Well, they gotta love it. Gotta love it. Oh, tons of damage coming out there as well. Double down state, but look, red team still got it. This is what I'm talking about. Maybe if they'd moved out earlier, they got those kills and they trickled them out slowly, one by one, they might not be in this state right now. And this is the big error that you see from a lot of players. Just when we were on this point before, and I've said it again, I'll say it a million times, they were 3v2, so they already pushed a fight where they're outnumbering, they should be winning anyway. But they just, like that guy down there was just like moving side to side, just, you know, killing him. Okay, making sure he wasn't going to get back up. Cool. And then you had 2 players upstairs. Once he come back up, he was still killing this one guy in downstate. Just go for the down, move out, move that player out across the map, double up elsewhere, get the +1, get the kill, make him slowly come back into the map, one by one, control the points, get the 2 cap, come back into the game, win. Unfortunately, they're losing now almost a 3 cap against them, but red team are looking a little bit in a low state right now themselves. Hammer is up as well. 2v2, and you remember what happened before. Red team got wiped out when we came into this game, and there is a potential res coming out. Red team again, are they going to get wiped out for the 2nd time on the Skyhammer? It looks like they could, so blue team could come back. And they cannot take the amount of cleave that comes out, but blue team significantly dedicate players to that. They do need to disperse across the map now as well. Get those points when the hammer comes down and makes them neutral, get them into their favor so they can come back into this game. They are still 100 points behind, 5 minutes left. Red team, oh no, just a bit too late. Unlucky for the ranger there. Red team members being lost, and this is what I'm talking about, doing much better now as they are starting to trickle their kills for themselves. Blue team 5 players on the map, red 3. Now have to wait a good solid 20 seconds or so, and maybe pushing this 3rd node would have been a good idea, especially at 4:20 and 4:29. Blue team members gathering up and knowing that maybe that's something that they probably should have done, and instead they're going to send a 2v1, 3v1 over to this capture point, leaving Guardian and the Elliot mid. This is going to be a potential mistake right here. They have lost Valkyrie, but they do get the downstate there. Very, very, very quick job. They did send the Mesmer and Revenant though, so it's not too bad. And the Guardian looks like he's trying to push as well. Blue team could come back and win this game, but they don't want to be too cheeky here of how they're playing this. This 1v1 is going to be important as well. Uh-oh. This is a big mistake. Virtues, use him now. Second and third. Yeah. You need to get off the node. I'm not sure why the Guardian's on the point either, in all honesty. I have no idea. It's not his. I know he's trying to force him off, but he's just about to throw him 5 points. And the burning is pretty good.
Charging the laser.
Pretty confident he's going to get it, apparently. He needs to use his second virtue. What are you doing? Oh my god, how is this guy even still winning this?
See that? Red team got
Oh my god, what? Where's blue team? You need to help him. That firebrand's not doing enough damage, that's for sure. And they get the decap. Blue team have been so forced around the map. And they didn't send anyone else over. Now they get the backup they needed, and there's another 5 points, very much needed indeed. C is still capped in the favor of red team, who are only 40 points ahead. 2 minutes left. This game has just been messy for both teams, in all honesty, and just fights where I'm like, how is this guy even doing that well? Because he's just standing still. He's not even dodging. He's just spamming his cooldowns and putting burn on the firebrand. Blue team should get the cap here. Trying to send one person in, full HP. There goes the ranger. A druid, sorry. Very much a... Should be able to bunker down on this node is the side capper slash decapper. Oh god, red team won! Good lord, just at that one cap. Oh man, that rotation on Skyhammer was so good. That was a good game. No one complaining about that. Everyone being good sports. Wow. Good game. Good game indeed. Whew. Wow, this has been quite the tournament so far. More pop-offs. Where are they playing today? There's a game here. Looks pretty close. Okay, here we go.
Did you see that? Red team got a capture point.
This is the blackjack game. This is the EU peeps. I'm not sure who everyone here is, but they are struggling. And this is the Tramadex team. Didn't they play these guys earlier? Sunny, Tramadex, Marja, Softy, Sunny. I don't know all of these guys, but they are doing a great job versus some 80 champions, basically, previously. I'm not sure who everyone on the red team is. I know there's going to be EU players on there. There's probably some NA as well. Bit of a mishmash. I'm not sure how many teams are in EU, actually. This is a lot of people playing in this tournament today. Think about it, almost close to 50 teams of 5 people. That's 250 people-ish playing in this tournament. Very awesome. I don't know if anyone else is casting NA as well, to be fair. Probably. Maybe some people. Blue team now, though, are dominating this halfway stage. It's not halfway at all. Can't even see that. Is that 1 minute up there? Blocked by my camera. Jesus. There's 1 minute left. I don't think they can win. I don't think they can come back. This could be their first loss of this tournament. It doesn't mean they're going to be out, because we've not gotten to the bracket phase yet. But this is a big, big game right here. Big names. Very interesting. But maybe we will see them lose this. They'll get the decap maybe, but there's not enough time in the game. There's 2 minutes. There's 20 seconds left. And Riot will lose. Yeah, it's awesome though. It really is good. And normally, I don't know if we'd normally have more people than this, to be fair, because there's probably loads of people casting it. Let me have a look. I mean, there's loads of people playing in it, to be fair. Yeah, Valen's doing some NA as well. So is Roy. There's loads of people. They're all casting it solo. Although Roman should be playing it, to be fair. They're not getting the good games though. Neither of them were in that one, unless they're playing it in it. Oh no, Roy's playing in it. Maybe. I don't know. And there's Waffle and everyone else playing in that. Okay, so oh wait, maybe we are to the quarterfinals of the tournament. No way. Already? Surely not. I don't know. Here we go. Here we go. Is this the last ones? I don't think so. Right, Mini and Mance are here.
The match starts soon.
Anyway, this is a big game. This is a big game. Mini and Mansa, Aerox playing on Thief, old school playing Guild Wars 2. Fractal God X is going to be playing on the support Guardian, of course.
Hold on to your points.
Who is Allrun, who's very old school, playing in Pro League, loads of Guild Wars 2 experiences, playing Scourge as well. Support build of Awesome, transfusion of all the things in there, and you will see a duplicated build right here as well with the support. So you've got a very tanky red team right here. Zombify going for the support. He is the only person on this team who's pretty much playing as a support role in this composition. The rest of the players, not so much. But you're going to hope that they're going to be going for that top tier damage. Elsewhere around the map, Trig having some problems. Playing Minimancer, which I don't get. I know they're fairly tanky, obviously, but up in the removed conditions and whatnot as well. Still very odd build. I still don't get this build. I just don't. I mean, I'll look at it. Lots of vulnerability, and they can be tanky, and they've got a lot of damage, a lot of HP. That Lich as well, but like at the moment, he's not doing much, is he? He's got to just run. Gets over towards the midpoint though. Gets into Shroud. He's okay. Again, if he can get a little bit of a breathing room, he's just getting, now he's getting barrier from all sources. Got nothing left. Goes down the end. Easy 2 Scourge res. Should be. Aerox goes down as well though. And here we go. Are we going to get the double res? If they can get 2 people down. Look at that AoE cleave. Good damage coming from the blue team, who look relatively good, but as long as this fight continues, it's not going to be good for blue because they've got to sustain and getting the kills, getting them knocked down completely. And now it will switch probably into red team's favor because they've not got as much sustain as red, and they do well to get out, but they needed to disappear a lot earlier, and there's too much bunkerage for this red team. There's just too much right there, and it's, oh dear. In a really bunkery kind of sustained fight, you got to kill them quick, because if they keep resin back up, you're using all your cooldowns to do damage, and they're just getting them back, and their support's there, and they will out sustain you in the end, and that is nasty.
Return fire once the cannons are loaded.
There needs to be some real big changes in some of these builds. Hopefully we'll see it, and hopefully this tournament will
Blue team grabbed the
show
capture point.
show the devs even more so how much this really does need to be looked at, because I feel like in a mirror comp maybe, I mean, you could say to blue, you know, they could run another support, they could get a guardian, they could get, you know, could play it themselves, but they're not. And more often than not, if you want to win, sometimes you just got to play some of the cheese, and unfortunately that is what it is. And that's okay, that's fine. You know, it's not their fault. That's where balance comes in. And you've got the double, look at the little Asuras here. They look cute, don't they? Look awesome, beautiful. Hernder. That's not the two Asuras, my bad. But it seemed it's not the end of the day, it's not the end of the everything. But they can't sustain on this either. They can't sustain any nodes at all, and Zombify unfortunately does go down on the boxes, and he needed to just go down on the point there. Unfortunately, maybe thought that wasn't going to be popping off onto himself. Unfortunately, in the end, does. And there's not much that the blue team can do at the moment, and it is very one-sided presently. I think they're trying to sort seeds out, is that right? Or is these games just delayed a little bit?
Blue team
I don't
grabbed
think
the
we'd
capture
gotten that
point.
far in the tournament.
Did you see that? Red team got a capture point.
Blue team just getting these little caps in, but still, again. Let's dip over to some of the other games that are currently going on. See who we've got in the games.
Hurts, doesn't it?
Oh, there's C-Card. There you go.
It lives.
This is your champions of... Yeah, there you go. There's Mer, Hannibal. Okay. These were the monthly June champs, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Double Scourge, Guardian, Thief, and C-Cod was playing Minion, meant so for side notes. Okay. Actually gonna legitimately look at that build and potentially play it for funsies. Do you know how they feel about playing such a cheesy composition? They're just fine. They're fine with winning all the things, I guess. This is the way it is. That's it, you know. I don't really blame people for playing these. Like, I get sad. Like, but do you know what I mean? Like, what would you do if you're playing competitively? You play the thing which is strong, and you want to win. That's just the way it is. Like, you just do that. That's not their fault. That's up to systems and balance that need to be enabled so that doesn't happen. What needs to happen in automated tournaments is you cannot stack more than 2 classes of the same elite specialization. That's a lot of work though. Elite same specialization or just same class, in all honesty. Although I'd say 3 maybe. They have to all be elite. Yours is 3. Maybe not. Kudos 2 still going to be around for a long time to come. Long time to come. Very close game though at the moment. Red team are trailing behind very slowly, but this is... Ooh. Who is this? I don't know some of these peeps. Uncle Guardian, obviously Scourge. Here. And that support build. We do have before the side is going to be playing Daredevil Thief. And that is a Dragon Hunter right there as well. Is that Zinnius? Who normally... No? Maybe? They got the Weaver as well. Sure about Weaver. It's good, like, depending on whose hands it's in, but I'm not convinced that this is... I mean, the side node role, yeah, sure. Versus this comp, maybe? I'm not sure if that's going to work too well. Seems to be doing okay. Definitely a little bit of a hesitation to get onto the Bell node. Two kills out for the blue team now as well, and they should be able to force this early off point.
Cannons loaded. Ring the bell.
Red team may actually be able to get back over here. Let's actually have a look. I mean, they're probably running Sages, right? Now, what needed to happen now is the Ellie don't die. It's only the first bell. It's 25 points, and the Elementalist does an absolutely astounding job, in all honesty. I was going to say of not dying, but that may not be the case. The Thief is trying it on here. Not much you could really do about that.
Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire.
And the second bell has just come up as well. And Red team need to chuck some bodies on this bell. And the Thief is doing a fantastic job knowing they've got the kill. And this is what I was talking about earlier, you know, knowing when to move out and knowing when you've got things secured and in your favor. Like, that's a good job. Leaves the 1v1 going, knows they're going to be okay for a while. Thief goes over, not only gets the D cap, but gets the full cap as well. It's a really good job from them.
Blue team grabbed the capture point.
Awesome work.
Blue team ring the bell. Fire all cannons.
And blue team again get the second cannon, gives them even more points. Remember, don't forget, more caps you get of that bell, of that capture point to fire the cannons over, the more points you get. 25 first, 50 second, for 75 third. The more that really can put you ahead. It's a good combat mechanic if you are getting the caps, but they're not right now. That was sorry, Thief stuff. And Red team do have the double cap right now as well. Guardian, you should see go to mid here.
Just like
Thinking about it, Red team really going for this side node on C-Cod. Looking for the 3v2. Red team looking at a bit of a cheeky push to mid. Might go for the 5v5. Necro, Red team looking at dipping back over. And now this fight will be a 4v4. They don't... Oh, they do have the support here. Signet up for Red team Guardian. Signet up for Blue team Guardian as well. We need focus up for both as well, it looks like. Nope. 30-second cooldown. No one on this Guardian, even though the red team renewed focus is on cooldown right now. Really, blue team should be getting the focus on him. Nice pull knock. DH doing some work. Focus is all on C-Cod right now. Blue team, only team with the cap at the moment. Thief doing a fantastic job. And blue team, what they're doing here is just surviving. They're not trying to get a kill here. They're just trying to group, trying to hold this point contested, while the Thief is doing job work elsewhere, forcing the Ellie back off. And looking like they could potentially even just pull out a win just on the bell at the moment. Thief comes in for the +1, could get some interrupts. Nice port. Red not even on the Scourge. They do get the down though. A good kill, but, and it is very far away, the Ellie needs to make a decision. Does he go bell? Do they go? They needs to go bell. He needs to go bell. He can't let them have that. They will win if they let him do that. You see Necro coming out as well. They do get the next down state of eternity. Red team need to pile bodies on top of this point right now. Are they going to let him res? Stealth. Good. Okay, right. Now you need to 1-1 on that node, and you need to go. You need to go to this bell, and they have to win it. Red Team Thief doing a great job. Decap as he comes out of stealth. Good job. Awesome rotations here from this red team as they are trying to come back into the game. Getting the decap. That's all they want. Keep that one cap on the side. No, blue team Thief grabs it. Now we're seeing still that 1v1 over on this side node. It's all on the map right now. Seacod looking very, very low, to be fair. Comes out Shroud. Boom. There he goes. Absolutely annihilated. Moving over towards the bell now, red team, or potentially a side cap, or looking for those kills as blue team are a little bit dispersed around the map at the moment. Still 5 minutes left in this game. Thief gameplay is getting trailed at the moment. Mesmer doing, Red Team Thief doing an absolutely fantastic job here before the side breach. He gets the heal stealth. Red Team full cap as well. Elemental is doing a great job. Should know the blue team Thief is over towards mid. Needs to take advantage. Thief not going. Ellie not going for mid. Oh, blue team getting some cheeky caps there. Oh, blue are playing this so well at the moment. The Ellie moved. Leaving the capture point open. And that could be a mistake. Like the Thief will come back. And now the red team Thief is going. Not sure if that was a good idea. Not a lot of damage here. And unfortunately, you will see the Elementalist getting +1 by the Thief. I will say that that was probably a mistake. We didn't see the red team Thief going for the plus to assist the Ellie. Instead went for the full cap, and that mistake could cost them the entire game and their placing in the standings of this tournament. Mdrake's looking low as hell here. Blue team Thief is an absolute monster. Both Thiefs this game doing so good. Feel like the red team Thief maybe could have just been chasing a little bit more here. And there goes the Guardian, and blue look like they're going to grab this midpoint. Necro's trying to get in there as much as possible. There goes the Guardian, just trying to keep the cap in favor. Here comes the Scourge res. Might get it if he's careful. No, blue team get the bell. Oh no, at least that takes him away from this place. There's the Virtue 2 Condi removal. He should be a res here. If they can get a little bit of a team wipe on blue, it might be able to bring it back. It's only a minute, 3 minutes left. It's possible for this red team to come back into the game versus the June NA monthly automated tournament champions. A 100 points ahead still now. 1 cap for the red team. Downstate of Zin, who's unfortunately been taken down. The next bell is up, and if they get that bell cap, they will win the game automatically just from the amount of points that come in. And unfortunately, with 4v5 on the map, you can't give it to blue. Sorry, can't give it to red as it is. They've been 1v1ing over here all day. Jesus, I feel sorry for those guys. Now red team looking at trying to keep Mdrex alive, and unfortunately that will be, not unfortunately for the blue team though, obviously, but for red, blue do get the full cap, and that will give them even more score toward their rating. Whew. Lots of points scored on the bell alone, and that is that map. That is that mechanic. Some people maybe not too happy about that, but that is just the way the game's played. I'm not sure where we are in this at the moment. This is, unfortunately, this UI is actually pointless. The only time it's helpful is when it gives you the top 8 teams, and it just never updates. I really wish this was a thing that got fixed. I really do. Yeah, it was good. Hey Gravy, what's up? Waiting for the next match to pop up. I don't know where we are in this tournament, to be fair. Okay. Let's go over to... Alright, so we're just waiting. England is 60 minutes now. 1-0 to England versus Italy. It was a nice goal, actually, that they scored. I could have done a radio cast of like the England game versus Italy, but I don't know the players, their names. I know most of the England ones, but I've been out of touch with them for the last 5 or 6 years since I've been in America. Oh, here we go. No? Okay. Right, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Here we go. Here we go indeed. This is gonna be top 8, right? This is gonna be top 8.
The match starts soon.
Just messaging Valen. All right, so
Hold on to your points. Seize theirs.
Awesome. Okay, he's got more communication. This is the semis apparently. We just had the last semi-final. I might get to watch the end of the England game. Interesting compositions again, as per usual. A little bit more on the side of the Scourge for USA team
Blue team
members.
grabbed the capture point.
Xenius is here as well, playing on the Thief. One of the best one of the best Thiefs, in all honesty, in the game. Naro playing over on the Necromancer, playing core with minions. This minion build, which is pretty nasty. They're actually playing the are they playing exactly the same composition as the June finalists / winners? Maybe. No Revenant here as well. Dramadex doing a good job on this warrior build. Just going for this 2v2 at the moment. Trying to get the interrupts and damage onto Naru here on a great sword. Getting that throw over. Nice shield. Jesus. Did he just block that projectile throw from the warrior? I think he did. That was pretty damn awesome. Just those one little things. Just those little things. No way. Oh, Italy equalised versus England. That's nasty. I'm trying to quit smoking. Don't do this to me. Zeromus is down though. Are we going to see a solid res coming out from the blue team? No, disengage. They do have full advantage on the map other than the numbers though at the moment. Okay, Zeromus. That's a pretty good kill for them as well, in all honesty. Playing that Bunker Guardian. Looks like we saw very interesting that we see the Bunker Guardian being played by Zeromus out of anyone. Xenius now down. Red team doing a good job trying to keep the map. Bounce off of these kills. 1v1. Naru is currently 1v1, but I'm not sure if this build is best suited versus the warrior, especially with the amount of interrupts that can come out. I'm surprised that Naru is still taking this fight, but he's still confident because of the 1+1. But here comes the other red team member, Atavistic, equalizing things up. Very, very low Naru here as well. Toughness is very, very nice. You can see those stacks coming as well. 7 stacks. And that is really helping a lot. It goes into Lich. And to be fair, he had more health in Lich, which is probably why it popped up. One of the reasons. Also, the damage that comes out onto the Spellbreaker, and Naru is playing this ridiculously well, as well as some top tier support coming out from Zeromus, getting the sword there, as well as a tiny little decap. Here comes Xenius as well. Sunny is dead as well, unfortunately. I did miss that because they've got the advantage here on the map. They can easily plus up on this fight on the side. Red team did come back significantly there, but unfortunately, as they snowball these kills, Tramadex going down, and Roof just stayed alive for so long. Good lord. I just saw the goal from Italy. Very scrappy, but they scored. It's the World Cup final. No, it's not. The UEFA Cup final, sorry. It is what it is. It doesn't have to be glorious. You just gotta win.
Blue team grabbed the capture point.
I'd say that most of Europe probably wants Italy to win as well, to be fair. I understand that. Yeah, I mean, you're not in Europe for a start. For Europeans, it's quite a big thing. Even, well, not. I'm not going to say it for everyone, but for a lot of Europeans, it's massive in England. Anyway, sorry, this game. We've been on this waterfall point all game. I'm just going to go somewhere else because I don't want to be there anymore. But that's where a lot of the important stuff's happening. Okay, so you can see over in the background, Thief. might be able to get involved in this fight. I'd like to see him maybe trailing Xenius a little bit more. But the Revenant is doing well at just holding him off, trying to guard that close point. Xenius can't get much decaps going on there, unfortunately, either. Stealth coming out. Look at those poison ticks. Oof, that is really nasty. Good heals from the Guardian, pushing over towards mid. Now they're looking at potentially 2v1ing the Scourge here. Really good that he is mid, obviously. That's Helio, right? No. Oh, he's not playing today. Or is he? Oh no, he's on the other team. Everyone's names all the time. Jesus. Here comes Sunny with the cheeky, very cheeky stomp. We're likely going to see Naru playing a different role here, obviously. No, Xenius. Jumped on the red team Thief, and you're not seeing red team really, like, they're close by like 100 points trailing, but oof. Well, one of the reasons why I'm interested in the England game and them winning is it puts people in a generally good mood and the country comes together a little bit more. That's the way I think about it as well. Although, to be fair, when I was younger, I did really enjoy football. Or soccer, as everyone says, America. Tournament's actually quite quick if you think about it as well. Tournament version. This team have complete control of this game. Just going for the team cap at the moment. Xenius just trying to poke. They're winning the skirmishes and the fights on the side and the mid point as well. Just chucking the Scourge in there. They've got Scourge on mid. They've got a Minimancer on close at the moment. And they're just managing the 2 points. And even got past them now. They got the Thief past as the red team have just got desperate because they know there's nothing much else they can do. And now Sunny has to commit.
Red team wins a capture point.
They've got to make some significant movement here. It's gonna have to be, they're just gonna have to all push far. I don't know, at the moment, like they can't deal with Xenius. Like, Xenius is just getting past them. Again and again and again. He's done the work. There we go. Boom. And then they're outnumbered elsewhere on the map. They need to they need to just focus hard on this far point if they're going to go for it. Tramedix now down once again, unfortunately.
See that? Red team got
And they're just being outperformed. They haven't got the sustain as much. No, they have got the sustain though. Maybe not. Double Scourge support. No, they do. They just have so much more. The Minimancer, the Bunker Guardian, and then you've got the Thief. It's all about the tankiness on blue, and they've just, it's just the same comp as the last winning team that won the last NA automated tournament, of course. But I think this is pretty much the game. Yeah, looks like people have just kind of AFK'd. In all honesty, there's no real push here. They know they can't get past. And they know that that is the end of the game. They're just waiting things to kind of hold out. Either that. No, that's it. They know. Not even saying anything in the map chat right now. They know it's over. Not the most entertaining game, but it wins tournaments. And again, the issue of Scourge being too strong and potentially there's some other lines on Necro that need to be looked at by the developers of Guild Wars 2 being shone an even brighter light on today during this tournament. Hopefully we will see some change occur change that maybe needed to happen before the tournament, but it's not always as easy as that. They've got a lot of work going on themselves right now. Hopefully, something different is played in the finals, because I believe that is where we're going next. Reddit says it's balanced. Oh, really? Oh, God. All right, let's get this stream up there. If you haven't got the tab active right now, get it active. This is your OG Guild Wars 2 caster, oldest in age and in actually doing as well. For the longest time. You know what it's about. Let's get in there with some Tournament of Legends finals. And I sound salty about the balance, but it needs to flippin' well be sorted out, really. In these massive tournaments where people want to play, and seeing that kind of those builds in there makes me sad. It just does. And I'm hoping that this can just be sorted out a lot earlier in the future. The thing is, I think they're prepping as well for the expansion, but now the expansion is like 6-7 months away. I don't know. Super duper music guy. What's up, dude? It's Sven as well. Follow Sven. Yes. Also got the England game on my other screen, which is making me emotional and sad. Oh, God. All right, so is this 100% the final? Is this 100% the final? I think it is. Or it's the semi-final. I don't know. Because the standings are broken. Yeah, I know, Ghostly. It's all good. Oh, this is the final. That means the EU peeps didn't get in. Looks like the other semi-final didn't go through then, I guess. So this is for all the Jimmies. Has the EU tournament finished yet? Because if it hasn't, I'll swap servers and I'll go over there. It does have the serve. There you go, look. It's got the standings. It's just not got the top 8 marked. Okay. If someone wants to let me know and they can find out, then we might be able to pop over to EU. Get the finals as well. Okay, so it was a Miracom.
Hold on to your points. Seize there.
Double minion Mancer. Wait, I thought they had 2 Scourges before. Okay, it got double minion Mancer. Scourge. Double Scourge. Will the minions? Will the AI win this Guild Wars 2 Tournament of Legends? NA final.
Did you see that?
Who will
Red
win?
team got a capture point.
AI or AI Resi? Who knows? No one does. Anyways, for the legendaries, each person gets a legendary. That's pretty good. Either way, again, it's not their fault really. But it would be very interesting to see if the June champions can beat team members who have literally won everything, mostly, on NA for a long time.
Red team
It
wins
will
a
be
capture
interesting
point.
to see what will happen between these 2 teams. I'm excited. Red team have the double cap at the moment. The more experienced and champion winning team of red. Not sure why blue changed it up, because I think normally they went for the double scourge. I can't remember. I'd have to look at the back of the final, in all honesty. At the moment, blue team not even having 1 point on the board, let alone a kill. 5 points a kill, don't forget. The map at the moment, red team, Minion Mancer, Naru as well. Again, as we saw in the last game, was that mid-cap, was that side node holder. Thief doing a good job actually there as well. They are losing members here, the red team. Bayed to the bone. Okay. CJ looks like they're going to potentially go down as well. Minion Mancer's maybe having more damage. Good res there. Solid. Double dodging. Sorry, dodge those dodges as well as they try to get away. Barrier as well as everything else coming out from the rest of the support there. Legendary focus looking good. I love that focus. It's so nice. I want that actually. I'm not sure I'd make it. They don't have to make it. They can just choose it today. They get their choice of legendaries. I think it's Gen 1 legendaries. Actually can't remember. Got the absolute disgusting display of barrier amid right now. Oh no. It's not too bad actually. Seacard is in real trouble though. I'm not sure. There goes the Guardian support. Oh, good job. Zeromus goes down, although he could get rallied if he's not careful. Full half shroud there for Seacard. Zeromus does go down mid-fight. I think they want to just win it. They want to get the full damage there. There's one of the Chomper short bow. Nice work from Thief gameplay. Excellent. Wasn't stealth there, just kind of assumed he was. Not sure if that was lucky or not. It doesn't matter. Blue team a little bit slow on the upkeep. Oh, on the uptake there. Naru goes far. Really good rotation from him. Means that maybe blue team could go for a 2v1 potentially as well. But even though red team lose 3 players, they still have the double cap. And this is what we see every single time we see this team playing, or these players. They know how to stay in a game. Even though blue team had full advantage there, they should get the double cap. But they don't get the advantage you would really think that they would have got. And actually, Naru is playing ridiculously there. They go, Signet Res. Good job from Eternity Heals as well. Just needs to get out, really. Sword up to mid. They don't even get the mid cap. They only get 1 piece. Seacard low on the side as well, as you can see. Using the Guardians, a bit of a wall, bit of a camera angle. Now using Zeromus as one as well, who has the Signet Res. I'm looking mainly at the Guardians here. Signet Res used for blue team. They do get anyone downstairs, they're going to have more of an issue getting the res. You see Seacod as well using, he has got Lich Form available. Does have Barrier as well as half HP. Surprised we're not seeing that come out. Like how many poison, how many do we have? I have used it. Corrosive Poison Cloud blocks those projectiles as well. It's coming back off cooldown, maybe why he's not used that. Unfortunately, we do see Faith gameplay down and out on the other side of the map. Xenius getting the best of that. And it looks like we might see Eternity Heals going down as well. Blue team not coming back into this game too well, unfortunately. The res might happen, but it's going to be at the cost of his life. If he's not careful, needs to get out. Well of Doom, no, don't do it. Oh, he doesn't want to die here. Don't snowball it even more for them. The thing is, even if it left and gone away over towards one of the side points, probably would have just got trailed behind. And the red team showing that if they can play the comp that won the previous tournaments monthly, they can play it better than the team that won it. I will need to double check that it is the composition that was played. I can just go onto my YouTube channel, of course, and have a look. Go and do that. It was Yes, they played double Scourge. I have no idea why they played this then. Why have they played double Minion Mancer in place of the double Scourge? They just want a bit more damage, maybe? They should have just kept with what they... I bet they're kicking themselves now. Whereas the, like... Red team are playing the last monthly's composition. I don't get it. Why do teams do this? They're like, we won the last monthly tournament. Let's just change our composition. Just one build. It's fine. Now they need to get this. Corrupt COD is doing a good job. They probably wanted some more use out of Lich Form, I'm gonna say. Nice port. Blue team, where are you? Need to be heading to mid. One member even if they send them over. Well of Doom looking very, very low though. Even though they are currently 3v5.
You see that? Red team got a
No,
capture
4v5
point.
they were at that point in time. Nice knockback. They need to not have 3 people at this point of the game versus 1 when they don't even have 100 points. C-Cod coming back. They're fully regrouping. Thief going all the way across the other side of the map, getting the decap. This is good. Maybe they're just trying to get the kills. Snowball mid, but that is quite a risky tactic. It's probably going to be their last one of the game to come back into this and really make a dent in the point score. Still got half the game left as well. If they can really get these kills, then cool. I think you can see Naro going far here. Or whoever that was. That was Naro.
Wins a capture point.
They need to get the oh, there's the Romus. Scourge res. If he gets back up, that's going to be it. The cleave is good. The cleave is very good. There goes Clay. Clay's down as well. We're going to see the res. No! What are they doing? It's the Romus as well. Oh, no. Blue team. Where's the CC? Are they going to be able to hold against this, though? You do see the blue team Thief trying to get that decap over on the far node. Windmill is going to be holding. Blue team losing a lot of HP. They've got the barrier as well. Who comes by the Doom? Looking low. They push him away. Card needs to be careful. They get the mid cap. Mansion has been decapped though. Blue have not seen that occur. They need to push far. They need to push home to even have a chance of coming back into this game. Yeah, I know. I know what's up. Don't worry, I've talked about it a fair amount. I can't talk about it anymore because it just makes me sad. They need to make decisions here. I mean, at the moment they just they're not pushing far. They need to. They need to get some focus here. C-Cod looking very low. This skirmish is not great for them. The desperation. I think knowing now that the second position is probably more likely than anything else. Xenius getting in there as well, who's in all honesty, if I was going to say there's a player of the tournament, I'd have to say Xenius. When I've seen him, he's been ridiculous today. Thief gameplay has had a good tournament obviously as well, but these comps, I'm just like, they make me sad. We've seen some good peeps. Even the players in map chat not happy with the meta and really what they feel they have to play to do well in these tournaments. But I mean, I don't know if it happens too much on EU. But as per usual, the NA map chat is very gracious and very humble, kind to each other, GGs everywhere, and lots of respect.